What's up everybody, and welcome to the channel. In today's video we're going to be checking out maybe the coolest mini truck on the market. This is the 2025 Ford Maverick Lobo, finished in Velocity Blue with an MSRP just under $39,000. You think this is the coolest way to go for something small, fun, but still practical for even truck things. So let's go ahead and pop the hood. Just pull that twice, and then we can check out what is underneath the hood of the Lobo. So from here, no catch or anything you have to worry about. But underneath here, you're gonna see this 2-liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. It makes 250 horsepower with 277 pound-feet of torque. All-wheel drive is standard. It also has a 7-speed automatic transmission. And then you're gonna see a sport-tuned suspension on the Lobo, and it is lowered than the factory truck. So a little bit lower than stock, which is nice to see. With that, towing is still around 4,000 pounds, and payload is gonna be around 1,500 pounds. For the styling, got a pretty cool style for these headlights. It's got the daytime running light, the LED beam, halogen basic bulb, and then I love just all the body color throughout the front. You got these really nice gloss black vertical slots throughout the grille. We have active grille shutters in the back for the radiator, Ford logo in black. And you're gonna see more openings down below for cooling to the intercooler. Got an LED fog light and just a really stylish look. I think it comes together very well for that kind of street focused lowered truck, so it definitely looks pretty cool. And then at the side, probably the most unique aspect are these crazy looking wheels. 19-inch diameter, this really like deep dish style, really unique look with these little openings throughout the side. And then we have a sharp body line throughout this front fender. Lobo name is written up here. And then we have body colored mirror caps as well as body colored door handles. You got all the black trim throughout the windows, gloss black roof with a nice sunroof up above. And then for the side profile, what you would expect from a Maverick in general with this unibody design. So just the bed and cab all blend into one. But honestly, that kind of adds to the character of this truck, especially how the wheels kind of just match perfectly. It looks really unique. And then in back, it's just a basic set of taillights with the red housing. Maverick is written into the tailgate. Get the blacked out logo, rear view backup camera. There's parking sensors, and then all body colored for the bumper with the trailer hitch controls all in the center. So cool looking truck, definitely a unique style to it, can't complain. And then for the bed space, we can just pop this open. Just a painted small bed in here. You're gonna see some hooks all throughout it. We've had one of these as a loaner, and you can fit 2 dirt bikes in the back. Got some storage over on this one side. Tailgate doesn't weigh all too much. You can easily close it up. Heading to the interior now. The interior has black in it for the seats, and then you're gonna see this blue plastic material for all the door panels, a little bit of gray accents, and then the bright blue on that grab handle. And then I like the yellow and the blue stitching. That's a really nice touch. There's also these blue speckles in the seats, which is a cool look too. And then this can seat 3 people. We can pull this one down for cup holders and an armrest. You're gonna get a couple plugs up in front with storage behind both of these seats. Now there's gonna be a strap right here I can pull. And with this seat up, you get a lot of hidden storage space underneath. So 2 nice buckets. And then there's gonna be another strap over here we can pull. And we can get this backrest forwards a little bit. Not really the greatest amount of space in here, but we have, looks like a tire changing kit and at least space for maybe a couple little things. To go ahead and hop inside, sitting here at 5'11", I am a little on the cramped side for this truck. Driver's seat is at my height. My knees do fit just barely, and then headroom is pretty good. It's a cramped small truck, so obviously nothing too fancy back here, but in a pinch, honestly, you could fit your friends back here. A car seat rear facing would be pretty tight. You have to slide this forwards quite a lot, but you know, maybe small kids facing forwards or something, not the worst. Going ahead and hopping out now. Not too hard to climb in and out of the truck. You're gonna get a smart key as well, where you can lock and unlock it from the door handle. And then the door panel, once again, you have all the blue plastic material, the padding, the gray, and then the nice blue color. You're gonna see power controls for the seat, and then all that color accent as well. I like the name Lobo in it as well, which is a pretty cool touch. And then hopping in, foot on the brake, we can go ahead and fire it up. Turbo engine roars to life. You also have paddle shifters as well. On the right side, you're gonna get some audio controls for the phone, screen controls. You have cruise control over on this left side, Ford logo right in the center. And then on the right, stock windshield wipers, turn signals on the left. For the screen, pretty simple look as you'd expect from any Ford. So you're gonna have a lot of the basic information popping up. You can scroll through, so really simple. Can't complain with all that. You can easily exit out. And the drive mode select, we can toggle, and you're gonna get quite a few different modes. So you have some eco modes, normal modes, modes for off-road, inclement weather, as well as tow modes, and then the Lobo mode. So kind of a track driving mode for this sporty little truck. You're gonna get headlight controls over on the left side, the same colors, the blue accent, a little bit of storage up above, and then some more of this cool texture throughout the dashboard. So kind of a unique style. You have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, you have more items over here we can swipe through, and then going back to home, you have basically 3 different sections over here. So for the features now, you can see a few more items that are gonna pop up. Going back to home, we have settings you can view. A bunch of things are gonna pop up in the center, and then over on this side as well, you can continue over and even swipe things into the main screen. Climate control is always down here, like a lot of the modern Fords. You have your fan speed, temperature, you can adjust, different zones, air conditioning, recirc, things like that. Reverse, you have a nice size backup camera, top-down view for those parking sensors, and then another view as well. Below that, we have your climate vents with more of the blue accents, a couple shortcuts. You can even get into a simple screen, just popping up the date and time. You have a lot of storage space all down below, cup holders, more storage throughout here. You have your auto start stop, traction control, and then more of the nice stitching for this padded armrest. Good amount of space in the bottom, and then a nice size bucket. Well, let's look at the interior. So kind of typical to your typical Ford Maverick, just a couple different colors in here to make it pretty sporty. Definitely like the seat look, pretty unique. You got a small sunroof up here as well, the glass control, and just a simple basic mirror. So setting off now in the Maverick Lobo. So I'm in the Lobo mode, says track use only. So this is kind of the sporty, most designed for the drive select. So pretty unique to kind of have like a mini truck that has this sporty aspect to it. If we put the car back into eco mode and just kind of drive it normally, take it out of manual mode, it's a Maverick as you'd expect. It's pretty smooth on the road. You're gonna hear a little bit of the wind noise, and you can tell it's a very small truck, so obviously it might take a little bit getting comfortable in it. You can tell it's very different than if you're in a Ranger or an F-150. So it's definitely on the small side. It kind of drives more like a Bronco Sport, I would say, just kind of that aspect. But overall, seats are pretty comfortable, a good view around the front, mirrors all do a great job. Visibility, pretty easy to see around a vehicle like this, really no crazy blind spots or anything. Eco mode is pretty conservative with throttle. We can go into normal mode, it makes it a little bit more snappy. And I will say though, when you go into at least sport mode, the throttle and everything does sharpen up quite a lot, and the turbo engine is decently responsive. So it's a pretty cool blend of a lot for a little truck like this. And being so small, it's really maneuverable. Pretty zippy in slow speeds. We'll go back to the Lobo mode, which is funny, it's a rhyming word, but in this mode, you know, it's definitely not a fast vehicle at all. There's a lot of power, like it has pretty good numbers, but it doesn't really feel that fast, and it definitely sounds like you're whining out the engine a lot. So not exactly the most like fast performance focused. It's no Raptor basically, but I will say it is pretty snappy, and the steering is what's kind of surprised me a lot. I did a quicker road earlier, but it actually handles pretty decent for being a pickup truck at the end of the day. So I like that characteristic to the way this truck handles. The sport tuned suspension actually makes a difference, and when you're driving it, you know, you can tell it's kind of fun to just toss it around some of the turns. It's a very easy truck to drive. So it's a fun aspect that it has, you know, kind of snappy turning, like even just doing that or something, it's a pretty planted feeling truck. So I could see this being something that, you know, you want a truck for the capabilities. Obviously a mini truck, this isn't a full size, anything like that. But you want something that has the capabilities of that bed storage space, but you also want something that's fun to zip around town, take a couple turns if you got a couple like back roads in your area. It's kind of where this truck sits. So it's got a fun little blend to it. Again, it's nothing fast, it doesn't sound too beefy, but I can see the fun factor to it. It's not too much more expensive than, you know, another high spec Maverick, but it's got a fun aspect to it, and it's not that bad driving. It's pretty comfortable overall.